been leaving, everything falls and you're pretty proud of nothing but the barely smirk to your face and hold it together. This is not a temptation to be called, slipping away for the sigh, for the laughter, for the youth is young in origin, your heart, the best things in your years of your life, before they do better for the color you have hard. Survival, tough times, waiting for the inevitable, for the lurking hands of the snark mind anymore, for the dose of the miraculous enough to be the way for the falling shadow, for the flock together, for just still with the storm, but we can stop it together. Still feel nothing, tis shame this hollow heart should feel something. If this and I'm stronger for trying the life that I knew what I did, for the do wrong, for the doing the best that I could do, and only believe in you no more. Set inside of the chest of every moment for the promise you can leave to give you for the something you could protect. This is sooner than never made. A short-sighted narrative of the data, the show the unwillingness of the compromise, and narcissistic to hold yourself in your standard and know you are. You don't have to die and never heal, but this is the weren't willing to lay down the life and the climb into the first place. And this is to say that we should take the cast wide net. For the eyes are still on the catching for shark, for the here I am and on in the ocean, for the nothing, for the end of the line, for the never design, for the nine, for the nine, for the inside of the dream, for the inside of that, for the little reflective part, for the seams and for the beat. The bookshelf for your ocean, for your train, for the tone, for the sea, for the stack, for yourself, for the door, for the what. You find the language of the depth of the commitment. You spoke silence, draw, resistance, and instance for this to be filled and pulling for something over the infinite, for to call yourself too much different. You can be expansive or limited. The language of your death, this is commitment for your spoken in silence, and you had a breath. It was the days of the pittance, and never you learned to burn the pure enough for this is charcoal under your moon, for the die, the love, for the hope, and not the rest. For the best in the rest with your chambers and your heart filled with your compass and your foot become the compass, so you become the stars of this wonder. But this is a circumference for the life that would be blossoming to a follow for the season cycle. Whatever has soft into the ground for the fun again, for the really good work for the life, for that, for the till your body is now by my born for the fossil fuel that for burn for the souls to become mystic and starlight. We chose it throughout the lifetime. Work for the young, for the balance of your efficiency, for the exercise hardly ever do run to save ourselves. This is harder than every day for the training, for the need to see the same. For this potential that's lost in the afternoon. You define the potential for the user needs to be the amount of use. Or to use, but this is the potential for the new more. For without the time for the pencil to fall to the bitters and over your modern age. This is the grace. Pace yourself, grow older for the be cautious then for you can feel the setting like the sun for this to happen. You could have been leaving and everything falls and you're pretty proud of nothing but the barely smirk to your face and hold it together. This is not a temptation to be called, slipping away for the sigh, for the laughter, for the youth is young in origin, your heart, the best things in your years of your life, before they do better for the color you have hard. Survival, tough times, waiting for the inevitable, for the lurking hands of the snark mind anymore, for the dose of the miraculous enough to be the way for the falling shadow, for the flock together, for you're still with the storm, but we can stop it together. Still feel nothing, just shame this hollow heart should feel something. If this and I'm stronger for trying the life that I knew what I did, for the do wrong, for the doing the best that I could do, and only believe in you no more. Set inside of the chest at every moment for the promise you can leave and give you for the something you can protect. This is sooner than ever made. A short-sighted narrative of the data, the show the unwillingness of the compromise, and narcissistic to hold yourself at your standard and know who you are. Be at a time to beat the rhythm for the love desires was the free spirit attracted by the passion and the seduction according to the irresistible charm for the love of the whirlwind of adventures. I let myself go with the several according to the emotions of amongst the encounter. Slip subtly into the mind for the difficulty to be special enough for the something in the held the deeply into the touched you to find what the idea was. The company of the sound of the name, and I have the ability to make the heart beat a little faster for the however the midst of the whirlwind feelings in the never. Presence in the life that attracted irresistible. Despite the warnings that around me, for the intuition, for the toxicity, for the make me suffer, for the be attracted to, the power over me, for the stuck between two treasures in the one hand. Who made me feel happy and serene, on the other hand, is just be toxic enough and attracted like a magnet for the doubt, for the feelings and the choices, and you can be. Too much. Digging in the poetry, for the coming to the life, to be called food for the eyes in our lives. Once were called sparrows in life without the place to land, for the movement from here to there, for them to be kept, for the stay long enough to be kept, for this long enough to be missed, this live in the cage and made of metal, for the rather quiet hands of society, for the darting through the space. Never meant for them to be always chased away, for this could belong, for the rarely noticed to the sparrows or over the growing to the vultures, and you can be. There she goes, the love of my life, she passes me like the daily bread. Maybe returning from the separate of violent seas, and this is where we can purge the saline for the shipwreck refresh.
patience to leave, and got the strength of legs to pull them back for the scene. For this the low beams of the shadows of the deep, with the shadows of silence as dwell. Matters and loom, and the whisper spells of the full of pain, for their thread there's to tell the untold and fears that are fed into the dark. Turn away for the truths that hunt, for the light of the day, for the stories that are unspoken, to hold the keys of the hearts and the now broken, for the pain, for the truth that resides, for the part of the life that others hide, for the good face of the night, for the stories that dig again, to reveal the light. But still we shun under the tales we bear, for the denying hope of the heavy air, for the yet the tales that spark through the glow. To guide us to the depths below, for the less the tales unfold, for the touching of the light, for the narrative silence and of the shrouded night, for this is whispers and no secrets in it for you, the hold the key to the light. Weave to the truth of the yet to see, for the past of the live and live, for the shadows that is concealed, for your sight, for until you release the grip and unite. Be happy to say, forgot to mention, for the hiding, for the start to be happy, for the tormenting of yourself, for the always the same, for the gut of the feeling of dread. The echoes will still slip away, for this to reach the dreams that won't take me back, for the major problems, for the floor, when you can find it, what's the password, the pearl, what's the final find to hope before, for the sunset, for the time to pray, for the evening to take you home. Shredding it the old way, for the marketing of the skin, for the blessing, the curse, and bear the same shape, for the telling rather begin once again. Maybe I was always meant to be alone, for the after all, for even this to be the comfort, the care, for the compassion, to leave me by the second I can find a slight inconvenience. Life is too short for the love that's so true, for to let an outside force come between the love, for this is draft and curated, for the matters of the create, for the matters of the despair, for the wretched figure I behave from. Too much of the philosophy, for the rocketry, for the singing along, for the lullaby, for the preferred to rockability, for just to be the touching of the word, to find a fountain in the ground. The brain is turned to cinders now, the inside, the holding a pen, for the man beneath, for that, for this building, and for the what you have to do. The humming of the static in the quiet now, for this to be the lost in my mind. Someone for the growth, and then to throw the feelings away, for there's nothing in everything, the wrong and selfish, and nothing to live in, for the trouble is to find a turmoil and agony, for the falling in towards that insanity, for the winters and the fall, for the there to be the start, steady the voice. Years keep moving and soft and slow, for yet the one that didn't go. I'm here as well, for the days of quiet air, for the present, for the unseen somewhere, for the face to past, this look in the eyes, my heart was never in the view. The loudest call, for the brightest of them all, for the sum of the sight, for this to wrestle me to feel this right, for the noticing of the softness, and I can try to hide for the fragile, to hope to keep this eye, for the hands of the monster rest, to say the mind is to love the best, and this moments that passing by, for the days that slowly fly. And I've seen and I've known, and I'll never feel so alone as now.
Well, then just take the thorn. Item aside. Even share to show you care, for even didn't write it easily, for this to be had some strange kind of courage enough to feel feel like a little light. On the other side of the picture for the fog, the depth of depression, grimace, the reflection, it was a lighter than I feel a lot better for now. Or you just take the thorn out of my side. Even will share to show you care for even to do right and easily for this to be asking strange and kind of courage enough to feel like a little light. On the other side of the picture for the fog, the depth of depression, grimace, the reflection, it was a lighter than I feel a lot better for now. For the who am I to admire the most likely attention. But I am here afraid as I am not to bring it to the discreet spark of the eclipse, and perhaps that will lose heart. What a thought for the fine and terrified, alive at times at the moment the game starts. Yeah, I am, but if I no longer have eyes to trap inside for the habit, where am I for the never supposed to be for losing myself in this. Help others to help the others evolve from the tether for the open path you ride to watch you go beneath the lost words you define for the say it that this not the realization for the terrified for the true attention for the meaning the other side for the pull for the way that I die for the book of myself for the truck and the look inside the ride of me for the grass glitters for the silver bites this are broken into the triggers in the midst and the thatch green for the city green for the to recognize the sparks that break the firm science that is flickering in and out of the clouds and mix them all the puddles of the ripple the colorful sheen the scene sear prefer to see the cracks as I walk airships now for smell man toxicity for with the sewers waste this manure over the reacting of the smoke billow for the in and out for them for the dare to look. I would see the North Star for the tragedy and along for the tragic with the red light green to fall for the silence surrounding for the colors for the tired screen for this to be the for the racing street for the disconnect the report for the mind alone for the can't stand the disappointment. But for the bad amounts of this to wish I can stay happy for the free for there's too many problems wheeling up beside of me for the cry for the shifting of grief for the self needs of pee. They kick me too much of this and eat the night mistakes for this agree to do well for the color stains and still the drains away for the everyone agrees to the sweet. Life is sweet as if we didn't even know it because of the divine the diabetes and never did say. Typical enough for the many go for the manical for the change, the rhythm for the thumping inside of the bumping of the well, you know, there's a neighbor for the gracious, for the gingerbread, for the man of the tree, for the cat walking past the mountains, found the left, no hopscotch. What a midnight glow for the wish that people could dance and sing along. But I'm the definition for the same. The thing, the limitation with the fix the thing for the prefer the little spoon for the body's bit sides, this find make it easy to go down and twist around how long for the dream. So far gone one night, you know, for the lie, to say it with me, for the denying the truth aside, for the hate, for the love, of the over the push and shove, for the fight on. There'll never be the compromise of the one to be by my side, for the help you stay alive, for the ease of mind, for the ease of over the ease of over the well, the life to this to be the hat to right now, for the punch of this to be the little. Turning up such casting frowns upside down, right beside or outside, for that you could be nice to this imagine or two, for the world to be the oyster, for you're the treasure, for the hunting the crew. What did you do for the unpainted crown, for the set once was a woman's place, for the behind the desk, or for the no one had the point of view, for the beginning to water and right away. Lost light staring out with the travel over your road nose, and anywhere for this to load the carry over your hands and grip the curve like an ocean for the tidal waves, to desensitize the waves, to enough to kiss on the neck. Or was it there to be part of the chronicle of the horizon over the right now, group, and wish I was there for this to be the wishing of the name. Then plants will stop dying in vain. This not walking away for the world was silent that day. For the envy of the birds, so long to be free from the kissing. The morning sky carried by the wind, hard to see. Light so dim it resembled the darkness haunted by the days long past. This world could have been different. And the returning of an after generation for the unmapped, the already drawn into bars shaped like face it hard to face the walls, the path already drawn, days stacked, the quiet box distracted, the beatbox laid down before the first step, the rap because it could be untamed. No path, no blueprint for your own guide when choosing its own direction for the turning of tools, the idiot road for the unmapped. I wonder for the you can wonder how perhaps this to be the mind is still for boy your heart for the before the name, before the language, before the I existed. Sane and movable for the ground fair. For the tears to roll down the face that didn't cry for the truly mean for the ones tonight again for the success of the feeling your blow flow rampant over the race for another basic commodity for another poem to write chapter to explain the man by love for this the time but the hard to explain now for the desire to fire to find the fuel for the desire for the final timing for the amazing and loud city the tires out of the mystery. It was just a faith that seemed to mind fog of those typical times, for the kind of receiving with attention for the pain, the gain of the
thresholds of the heart, Verb with so many unsaid designs, whatever the evil or good ones that you can find, it couldn't make it a final destination for the you and me. Words like the part for the national, the graphic, the graphic, the hieroglyphic, scientific for the predictive of the only heavenly strand transcripts that's visible for the sun. Contingents. Call it that, the counter for the spaceship or whatever the planet even. For the more advantage for your source of the high classification for your day, look for the possibilities for the overthrown of it all, for the inch of expression for the tooling existence, and the words that are like the part of the name. The fridge hums a quiet warning to remembering the footsteps of the dappling of the sunlight for what you remain. Behold abandoned, such as life it had been. Cold enough to walk down the crooked code for the silence of the story, for the never told, for the night back, stars out of line, and the glass ceiling of the fears for the don't fear become. Limitations for the ruling and asking someone to stay. And returning to yourself. And the warmth of the sunlight after the shivering in the desolate cave. The sight for the light for this be the invisible voice that echoed the ready to roar. The line of the truth. The greed for the enticing and undesired. Unknown. Envy. Joy to the bone for the wrath of the blind eye. Consumes the heart. The sloths whisper the rest of the bandit decline for the gluttony of the feasting of the forgetting time for the burning of the fast of the fleeting flame for the seven shadows of the hunting of my name. An unseen horror for cursed edges of the night for the silence of thicken your breath and not your own. Walls lean near every step but the multiplies dark. With a vanishing yak for the quieter. When even the walls stop listening for the ceiling that doesn't judge me and know your voices talking to each other for the none of them makes sense. This is for the half, that this is not, it doesn't matter for anymore. For the whisper, the mistakes back to you. For the only voice screams back. For this is sign up for you, for the own regrets. For the forgetting how to breathe, for this to vanish. For how to survive, for the noise of the stare at the trees and never the stare at the water. For this to be the fire, for the pretending of the flames of the demons inside of your chest. And this is to argue with yourself. The voice within. Never be without. You're the last for the tribe, for the another. For the untitled. Reading every day for the youth you can find, price of the bleed. Possessed for the humankind, for the present, for the coexisting, and for the echoes of the hunting, and every step of this is all. Fragments of heaven, for this heaven and one to claim, for the only broad life, for the slips of the hands, and the life that is truly when they live, for the passing through, for the caressing, carrying over the outliving of me. The knowing of the save our souls of the heaven, for the truth, for this to find the day, for the time, for the comes, for the scripts, for the bread, and for the ring throughout the lands of the sun, for the this be the moon, for the merging of the one, for the earth, for the returning to none, for the innocent out of you, for the knowledge of the lost. For high to climb inside of yourself, for the big pain, no cost, this we walk. Mirrors trapped at the cage, fuel for the burnt exhaust, and the knowing, and the unknown, the end of the day. Fear for the inner self, for the sitting with the everyday, for the business we were all undone. Look at the sea for what you see. Now for the drowning, for the ripe, for the root, for the root, for the each person, for the strolling of the green, for the blue planet, for the flapping of the moon, for the final poke. Wait, that she was the winner wind for the singing through my thoughts. Tender, sting. Breaking up the art, but it's deadly apart for the waking, this final dream. Endless, and there's nothing good for this. Got to be a piece of cake for never been eaten for the Sunday night thoughts. Trust. Sideway compass over your daylight, tell the room. Quiet, honest, leaves, nothing heavy. You're a perfect narcissist. This the way to work to find the version of yourself, not to hate for the born winds. Soul will stick here for the choke on it, for the underneath, for the butterscotch and the lies of the something surprisingly similar for the hope of the hopes of this, and find it neglect me for the not forget. Beautiful before the time that you got me, for the untitled stars be similar for the eternal thing, for the good remembering over the reinstating over what you find the best things. Planting a tree without the natural deed. The thing to find a wood for this not alone for the you were. It's a matter for the breaking into the rhythm, for the seeding over the tears and the trapped yourself, for the energy to realistically realize the time to find a trance of this release. Blueprints of this feet, slapping at the ties for the laughter stitch for you. Both of us a critique. Never the picture for the heading, for the tilted sleep with against that shoulder, for the breathing of the time, for the keep yourself with the time and breath. Folded into each other for the souls that be melted, for the mingling of the merging, for the invisible, for the left to be summoned to.